Okay, so I just got back from seeing Love, Death, and Robots season 4. I was invited by Netflix to go see it at the Paris Theater, and we had a blast. How do I feel about the first 6 episodes? Honestly, it was fire. It was absolute fire. While there were like one that I kind of had a question about, and then another where it kind of was just a glorified music video, the rest of it was pretty phenomenal. I've always been a big fan of Love, Death, and Robots in general. Definitely like some of the creepiness of it just because it's different. And I actually come for the animation and then I stay for the stories. The stories like from the earlier seasons like Zima Blue, how much impact it had on the culture of animation and that whole anthology series. I was 100% here for it. So if you're already a fan of Love, Death, and Robots, you're going to just get more of what you need out of this new season. You're going to see some wild stuff, okay? There were plenty of times where I was gagged. As I was sitting there, I was just like mouth agape because it was so visceral. I'm a huge animation fan and it kind of messes up my brain to see some beautiful animation mixed with like grotesque, scary elements and even things where it's just like, how do I process this? And I think that's what I love most about Love, Death, and Robots because it forces you to process things you've never thought you would process ever in your life. It forces you to look at things that you didn't think you've ever would watch. And it also just gives you a different element. At the end of the screening, we got to do a Q&A featuring Tim Miller, who is the creative and executive director of Love, Death, and Robots. And his approach has been to just do whatever that they want to do, okay? These shows is out of control. Every time that they did something, Netflix was like, no notes, do whatever you want. So every time they just try to push the envelope even further. And the stories that Tim finds and then they decide to animate it, like that is what the bread and butter is of this series, to find the right stories worthy of the animations. I would definitely recommend everyone watch the new season of Love, Death, and Robots. It premieres on May 15th on Netflix. And I think the stories are worth your while. I think it's worth your time. They're also doing some new things and putting some new surprises out there. Like, you may not know, but Mr. Beast is actually a voice actor for one of the episodes. So thumbs up from me, thumbs up from For All Nerds. Oh, and I forgot, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're following. We appreciate you.